Dive into your waters to retrieve the hidden treasure in your sunken ship. Fall deep within yourself to relocate that which has sunken beneath the judgments and dismays of a life lived. Permit yourself to sink deeper, to allow that which lurks to rise higher, to reimagine itself from the judgments of the present to the past into a fruitful future manifested through a willingness to be present in that revival, in that revival of the hidden treasure within the sunken ship. In this sunken ship, we retrieve a hidden treasure that is buried under judgment and labels and definitions. But as we soften, as we release, we are able to sink into our waters, to float in ourselves, in our fullness, in our totality, to be free from definitions and labels, to float in any angle, in any direction in our waters until when we are ready, or until our hidden treasure is ready to be received, we will find it naturally and effortlessly. And this is the quest that we unconsciously or consciously undertake to reconcile that which in the past the present cannot face until it can, and is thus reimagined into what it is rather than what we labelled it in the past and up till the present had not or have not reimagined into its purity beneath the judgments that we and the labels that we threw at it in the past and never reassessed or reimagined up till this point. So this is our natural calling to our hidden treasure in a sunken ship of our past, of a past that was not met to our expectations, that was not manifested to our advantages we had in our mind. We are now asked to reimagine the expectations of the past, to reconnect with the present of what is, and to what calls in our waters, to reimagine the past in the present through a heartfelt sensation, which thus allows us to travel inward rather than frantically going forward to fix the past. Because it is when we hold on to negative judgments of the past that we then perceive we have to fix the future. But in that dynamic, we miss the hidden treasure. The hidden treasure in sinking into that which lurks beneath our fought and contested and defended definitions of what once was. It is for us to trust ourselves beneath the definitions, to reimagine that which wants to be reimagined, if we can but let go of the definitions which we daily prescribe and defend. So it's the question of assessing oneself, assessing one's state of being. Are you in a state of being or in a state of rushing? These are clues. Life is meant to be effortless. We are meant to unravel like a flower does in the sun. There is no effort for a bird to fly or a fish to swim. These are effortless things. And thus, when we are living not through definitions of the past, but through a heartfelt experience of the past, we are able to live in connection to what is rather than what we define the past as. Because indefinitions leads to problems that need to be fixed. And if your life is a problem that needs to be fixed, well, then the hidden treasure remains hidden, because to find and submerge into your waters, to be called by your hidden treasure intuitively, is to live effortlessly, is to be guided by an effortless grace, because it is your treasure. There is nothing to fix, only to feel, to submerge into, to allow. And definitions prevent this experience. They create a layer, or a ship, you could say, a vessel, which are of course useful in moments to travel, to get to places, but you also need to be vessel-less, to be without definition, to go into the waters, as people do when they reclaim or search for lost treasure, because you can go inwards and you can go outwards. And if you're only going outwards, if you're only trying to go to the future, trying to fix the future, to make the future better, to make it better, another definition which can be deceiving, that is the only direction we go for a better future, and we never take time to go inward. Or if we're always on the ship on top of the water moving forward, and we never take our chance to go into the water down below, then we never experience the fullness of ourselves. We are never guided by the hidden treasure within. We are always searching for it outside to a better future, or on a ship sailing somewhere. So this is our opportunity, and your opportunity here now, to take time to sink into that which wants to be found, and which calls effortlessly and intuitively. We are guided by this treasure. And in our definitions, we often get lost to find a better future, when that better future is found in the fruits of our waters. So we have to reclaim that which speaks within, to understand the inner and outer, and the relationship between both. So I would invite you to explore your waters, because they are indeed yours. They are your waters. Only you can travel them. Only you may know them. Only you may find effortlessness in them. And this is where definitions fail, because definitions are used for a collective ambition. Definitions are created from a language which is to serve all, a common language. But your waters aren't common, they're unique. And this is where definitions fail us all, because no definitions can help me in my waters, because definitions come from a language which is common, which is spoke by everyone, or everyone in a certain area of the country or continent. And thus, we have to understand that in our waters, we cannot rely on definitions, because they are unique to us. They are our gift, our hidden treasure. And our hidden treasure will never be found or discovered through words taught to us. They'll only be discovered through a language innate within, which has to be discovered and experienced and submerged into, because it is not verbal, it is felt. It is a dance. And so I would invite you to explore your language. What does your language look like? What does it feel like? How does it express itself within and also without? Because in this language, it will be initially felt within and experienced within, but it will also, through that, be expressed without. And that will look different for you, as it does for me. And no language taught or learned externally will ever help in that experience. although language is useful to manifest in the world, obviously. So there is your language, and then there is a language which we speak in society, externally. And this is an important distinction and an important connection, as they rely upon each other. They're both creative in different fields towards the same goal. So, to dive into your waters, to reclaim your hidden treasure, to understand that one goes in and one goes out, to understand that one has their own language and that one is partaking in other people's languages, to understand the connection between both and the distinction between both. This is our quest to connect with our waters, to be intimate with our hidden treasure. This is your greatest gift, to experience that, to connect with that, and to have fun with that, and ultimately to express that. So have fun on your journey in your waters and exploring your language. Bye.